Robin Ryan is a career counselor, author, and America's top job search expert. In this workshop, Robin shares her research and years of experience with a proven plan that will help you find and land the job of your dreams.
If you want to get hired or promoted, I've got one piece of advice that's really more important than anything else. Don't look old. That's right, don't look old. Okay? We surveyed hiring managers and we asked their views about mature workers, and their message came through loud and clear. They said, don't look old if you want to get a new job, right? Or get promoted. Well, don't look old? I mean, and they're talking about not just your personal presentation, but in your resume, in your cover letter, what you say in the interview. You know, today, we got to deal with this. So you're about to learn how to meet this challenge and eliminate age from being a hiring hurdle. Whether you're a professional or an executive, maybe you're unemployed, or you're trying to return back to work after years of being at home and trying to raise a family. Maybe you're just looking to advance your career. Maybe you're bored and you just want something new, something different, something more exciting. Well, this job search program is designed to specifically help you land your dream job. So you're about to learn how to improve your image, how to create a new resume, how to polish those interview skills, and negotiate salary so you can find and land that dream job. Now, for many of you, this might seem like a daunting task. How many people love job hunting? Yes? Oh, it's fun, right? No. Well, the statistics say that the average job search right now for somebody age 45 or older is taking 10 months or longer. That's a long time. And so I've worked with thousands of career counseling clients over 40, and I'm excited to share the techniques with you tonight. And during this program, I'm going to outline, this is the job search success formula. So are you ready? Are you sure that you could show employers that you're the one, that they should hire you? Well, if you're not convinced, by the end of the program, you're going to have the tools and you'll be able to do it. So let's talk about the job search success formula. The first piece is understanding, how do you wow that future boss or employer? Now, we surveyed managers and said, okay, well, what are your views on mature workers? What are some of the positive characteristics that you like about mature workers? And they said, well, they have a superior work ethic. That was good. They said you're loyal, you're reliable, you're dependable. And they used that in the context of, have you ever tried to work with Generation Y? The generation that doesn't always show up, right? They said people over 40 were good at customer service. They're good at problem solving, at mentoring others. And one that kind of surprised me, they said, you're unlikely to need to take maternity leave. And they thought that was a big plus. So one of the frequent questions I get, though, is, Robin, how do I overcome this age stereotype? The employer liked me on the phone, impressed by my resume, and then I walk in the door, and they see me, and the interviewer's face literally drops when they see how old I am. Well, that reminds me of a story of one of my career counseling clients. Tom was an executive, and he'd worked for the same company for 12 years. At 56 years old, he got fired. Now, Tom was pretty shaken up. He'd lost this fabulous job, and he said, I'll never get another job, Robin, as good as the one I lost. Well, that's kind of typical feelings. A lot of people feel that way, because it's really scary, right, if you lose your job? But it wasn't Tom's attitude that I was as worried about, because he was depressed, but I knew I could deal with that. But it was how he presented himself. See, I looked across the desk, and there sat Tom. And he had on a white shirt. He looked very old-fashioned in his suit. Suit was way too big, and when he sat down, the shoulders kind of hunched up by his ears. His hair was real clean, slicked back, and on his face was the look of defeat. See, that nonverbal clues he was sending out, that nonverbal communication was saying, I'm old-fashioned, I'm washed up, I am past my prime. Tom's big mistake was this. He did not realize that if you look outdated, hiring managers are going to assume your skills are outdated. That's correct. So to land a great job, and let me define what I mean by that. One that's rewarding, right? You know, satisfying. As you get older, we care about our work. We want to do something that's fulfilling and that is financially prosperous. So you've got to look the part. You've got to look successful when you walk in the door. Okay? You've got to exude some energy. You can't look like you're going to the firing squad. You've got to, Tom actually had, a lot of accomplishments. He had a good track record, but he needed a professional and a personal transformation. So one of the first things we did was we gave him a new resume. That helped with his confidence. I helped him define his strengths. This is what employers are going to care about. This is what you need to sell to them and talk about. We worked on his interview skills. We polished those up. And then I sent him to the mall to have a makeover. Okay? So the next time I saw him, energetic, new hairstyle, he's got a great looking suit on, he even got his teeth whitened. Okay? He looked terrific. Right? But the results were in the face. His confidence was back. So Tom, he put these steps that you're about to learn tonight in place, in motion, and he got several job interviews. And yes, indeed, he landed a new job. He also got a $75,000 salary increase when he accepted that new job. Okay? Not bad for an old guy, right? So, needless to say, first impressions are critical to your success, but so is that self-confidence. So the first part of our job search success formula is this. Number one, look contemporary and energetic in your personal presentation. You gotta make a good first impression. If they don't like you the second you walk in the door, they're not gonna listen. You're out of luck. So that presentation needs to be contemporary. You gotta look as sharp as you possibly can. Meet the decision maker with a smile on your face and some enthusiasm. It's nice to meet you. A nice firm handshake. As opposed to, hi, I'm Robin, I'm here for the interview. Because if you don't feel confident inside, a lot of times that reflects in your face, in your manner. So here's the strategy. Fake it. Okay? Practice with a family member or a colleague, right? It makes you feel more comfortable. You fake it. You act like you do feel comfortable. Number two in our strategy is going to be know exactly what the job is that you're looking for. In other words, you've got to be able to define the job title. I have never heard an employer say, well, I'm hiring somebody to do something, but I'm not sure what. Okay? Usually they'll say, I'm hiring a person to do this specific job. So think about, what are my interests? What are my strengths? What's going to make me happy? Because a lot of times after we turn 45, our interests change. We start focusing more and start caring more about giving back, wanting to do more to help others. So your interests may have changed. You've got to be able to clearly discuss, what are my strengths? What kind of job do I want to do? What's that job title? And be able to talk about your past accomplishments and emphasize, hey, I've still got a lot of drive, a lot of potential, and I can really help you, Mr. or Miss Employer, do the job and do it very well. Okay, so the third part of the job search strategy is this. Your current resume needs to focus on the last 10 years. Okay? And it needs to be very results-oriented. It can't just be general and copy and paste in some, job description. You've got to tell them what you did to increase or decrease things at work. How did you save the money or how did you make the money? What about process improvements? Did you develop any programs? Did you do anything that's new? What kind of contributions did you make at your past employer?